talk about something that, dare say, I know a lot about, and that is dentistry. Oh, I don't know anything that could help me, but I certainly have spent enough time and money at the dentist. And I know how much a smile can really improve you, whether you are talking about, a high school senior going to get their portraits and they're going to the prom and they want to look great and they want their teeth whitened. Supersmile doesn't get better than Supersmile. Dr. Smigel, he's thought to be the, what's the right word, father of aesthetic dentistry. This man was brilliant. And this is what he created for his patients. I'm going to take you through. There's a lot to talk about with this. This is a Beauty IQ Steel. It comes in 3 different choices for you. So you can see the choices right here. The silver will always be your Accelerator, and the 8-ounce Accelerator alone would be $140 if you had to buy it by itself. Here's the rose water. So here's your rose water, mint on it, and they're all minty kind of flavors. Then if you want the whitening toothpaste and the Accelerator, you can go over here, and that will be your wild mint. So it'll have a little tropical flair to it. And then this is the cool mint, your icy mint, and this is what you're going to get. But you also get a shade chart along with it. We, the other day, called it spring cleaning for your teeth. If you had to buy these, the toothpaste would be $50, the Accelerator would be $140. You're saving $145. Look at this. You are brushing your teeth. That's all you're doing. We need to brush our teeth at least once in the morning and again at night. Look at the difference after 30 days. I'm going to introduce you to someone that I'm really excited to be able to work with. Her name is Dr. Voy. She has been in the cosmetic dentistry industry for over 20 years, but Dr. Voy, come on out. She is, and I'm going to say this wrong, so I'll make you say it.
No worries. Good to see
she
you.
is an aesthetic dentist, which is a
I'm a prosthodontist.
Prosthodontist.
In New Jersey.
All right, so a prosthodontist means that she has had accelerated education and she does restorative dentistry. She does implants. You were trained in a similar method, and so much so that they came to you, Belanca and the Smigel family, and said, would you like to represent Supersmile in our professional whitening products?
Yes, and I was blown away by their products because of so many things. But one of the things that makes Supersmile unique is Calprox, a proprietary ingredient that's non-abrasive. It's gentle whitening toothpaste. So you don't find non-abrasive products very often.
Generally, that's how they work. Generally, they are very abrasive, and that's not good if you have restorative dentistry.
If you're using charcoal in your toothpaste, you're abrading your enamel. So here you can see in this animation how it's just dissolving that biofilm. And that biofilm is where the staining attaches to your teeth.
Okay.
So by using Calprox or using these products, Supersmile products, you're dissolving those stains and leaving a healthy, white, bright, natural smile. So here you can see with this before and after, look at these teeth. Up on the top, I mean, I enjoy my coffee, red wine,
right. We all
going
do.
to barbecues.
And you're not asking us to stop that.
No, and the best part is you actually don't even have to do anything different. You're just replacing the toothpaste you're currently using with Supersmile toothpaste and Accelerator.
Look
so
at
here
that
again,
before.
Isn't that incredible? What else can you do? Only 4 minutes a day. That's going to give you that kind of results in 30 days. That's 1 month, and we have graduations coming up soon, weddings.
Showers and
Think
weddings.
about like where are you going to be in 1 month, and do you want to have a whiter and brighter smile?
I mean, look at the before again, and that could, a couple years ago, before I had the chance to meet Dr. Smigel, and before we talked about whitening and different ways to approach that you could do at home, I used to think it was somebody who smoked their teeth, but that's not true. You can do healthy things like blueberries, your coffee, your tea, anything that stains a white t-shirt, it's going to stain your teeth.
Yes. And the other thing with Dr. Smigel, so he was the father of aesthetic dentistry.
That's quite a title.
It is, and this brand was created by him because he wanted something that's safe for dental restorations. So if you have fillings, crowns, veneers, like I do a lot of veneers in my practice, and sometimes when patients come in and they said, I need new veneers, they want a whiter, brighter smile. Sometimes it's not actually that they need veneers. Their tooth shape is great, it's just the color. So we can start off with something that's non-abrasive, that's healthy, that's gentle to your teeth and your gums, like Supersmile products and start there. And you don't get the sensitivity.
Fluoride, right?
It does.
Oh, and
it does.
and no sensitivity or very little sensitivity. Here's the shade chart that you can expect, but let's talk, if you don't mind,
Yes,
Dr.
I'd
Voigt,
love to.
let's talk about the wild mint is the most popular so far, I think.
So,
icy mint, maybe.
The icy mint?
Icy mint,
So
yes.
we'll talk about a little
Sorry,
bit of each
icy
of the
mint.
flavors. So
Okay.
to start off here, we have our icy mint, which is actually my personal flavor, or my personal favorite flavor, because it's just super bold, very minty. If you like that mint fresh taste in your mouth, this is the toothpaste for you. The icy mint is wonderful.
The icy mint.
So
I like
now
it.
we also have the wild mint, which is fantastic. It's an exotic flavor. So it's like an exotic, more tropical mint. We're going into spring. It has a slight floral tint to it, but it has a little bit of that spearmint background flavor. It's very lovely, and it's a newer flavor to us as well. And then we have the rosewater mint, and I have to tell you a quick funny story about the rosewater mint.
Please do.
So my boyfriend's dad, I gave him his mom is a hygienist, and I gave his dad the rosewater mint to try, and he's like, Briar, let me tell you what, this is the best. I love the flavor. Because I feel like it's just like I walked into a rose garden. He said, it tastes so good. My teeth just feel beautiful. And coming from a gentleman, I was like,
yes,
that's amazing.
Exactly.
Like, what else can you use? And I haven't seen a rosewater flavored toothpaste anywhere else on the market.
No, me either. All right, so let's talk about how we're going to use it so that we can get the anticipation of 6 shades brighter in 30 days.
Let me show you here on this toothbrush. You're going to use a pearl size amount of your Accelerator, which comes with any flavor that you choose, and then also a pearl sized amount of the toothpaste of your favorite toothpaste. So you can see this here, a pearl size amount of each, and that is going to allow you to brush with this.
And on a dry brush?
Yes, exactly.
On a dry brush.
That's
so
very
you have
important.
to stop yourself from wetting it.
Yes, you don't want to dilute the Calprox. That's the proprietary ingredient that you're not going to find anywhere else. And that's the very gentle, non-abrasive whitening product. So.
Okay. And there's fluoride in there, so, you know, we don't want to, you know, no offense to you, but we'd like to see you for lunch, but not for a cavity. So,
so you
there's
have
fluoride.
Your encapsulated calcium peroxide with phosphates, minerals, magnesium, and things to help keep your teeth bright, shiny, and healthy.
And of course there's research, because we're talking about Dr. Smigel and the Smigel family, so.
Yes, indeed. So you can see 3.24 shades with a maximum benefit of 6.33 shades, and that's just in 30 days. So being able to change your smile, like not just your teeth, but just like your overall smile. 3.24 shades was the minimum that they found. And where else do you see 100% of subjects reporting a
100%.
huge difference?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, and you know what? Thank you very much, Frank, for saying that, because think about it. It's not like you're going to notice a slight difference, but according to this, and if I start over here, and you'll get this, so you'll be able to, you know, so if you started here at 13, 6 shades in 30 days, the potential would be here. That's a heck of a lot better. And if you keep going, it keeps getting better and better. Because, you know, you don't go to the gym once and then suddenly you have muscles. I wish it only worked that way.
No.
But you have to brush your teeth. And we're just talking normal, like in the morning and then again at night.
2 minutes with your dry toothbrush, and you can get these kind of results where you're going from where you see yellow discolored teeth restorations. It's like safe on your composite fillings, your crowns, bridges, implants, and then you can whiten and brighten back to the original color of your restorations, or whiten your tooth structure to these. Like look at this smile again.
They almost look straighter.
Don't they? Because you don't have all the
healthier.
shadows from the staining.
Yeah, and
so,
there were stains on some of their in between the teeth. You know your teeth best. Yes. So give it a try. 30 days, that's how long you get when this arrives at home. If it doesn't work for you, you can return it. Now, I will say this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's an auto delivery on this. So if the whole family is going to use it, if I maybe buy a second set of these and I don't use it right away, how long could I store it if I didn't open it?
So you can store it for quite some time.
Okay.
And these are also pretty large tubes, so you can share them with a family member.
That's what I thought.
These are larger than your typical paste tube that
Yeah,
you'll
definitely.
find. Yeah,
Definitely.
and it's
Icy Mint, if you want it, it's got to be in the cart. You got to check out because that's almost out of here. So keep that in mind. Rosewater Mint, thanks to your boyfriend's
beautiful
dad.
floral
Gave it
flavor.
the thumbs up there.
If you're a rose fan,
Yeah.
it's definitely your
I
toothpaste.
don't know. The wild mint might be fun to go
It's
ahead and
fine.
try.
Yeah, it's a
so
little exotic.
$44.98. That Beauty IQ still. That price is going up at the end of the month. Dr. Voy, I really
Thank you so
enjoyed
much for
meeting you.
having me.
Thank you.
Same.
All right. Then our dear friend Laura Geller, who we love.